So we are now on the second case of the integration of rational functions by the use of partial fractions. So here in the second case, the denominator of your rational expression can be factored into linear factors, and some of these linear factors are repeated. So in this case, for example, our integral x plus 5 over x cubed minus 3x plus 2 dx, its denominator x cubed minus 3x plus 2, can be factored into x minus 1 quantity square times x plus 2. So this means your linear factor x minus 1 is repeated twice. So if we break or decompose our given rational expression, so we have two components for x minus 1. So the first component, we have x minus 1 in its denominator expressed in the powers of 1, and another, your x minus 1 in the denominator is expressed in the power of 2. So this means if a linear factor is repeated into k, that means this is equivalent to k components in the decomposition. So at this point, we're now going to combine our numerator by the use of LCD. So if we combine this 3, we get x plus 5. So we now form an equation. You have x plus 5 is equal to your a1 will be multiplied with x minus 1 and x plus 2. Your a2 will be multiplied with x plus 2. And your a3 will be multiplied with x minus 1 quantity square. So we substitute some values of x. If we substitute 1, we are left with a sub 2. So your a sub 2 here is equal to 2. If we substitute x equals negative 2, we are left with a sub 3, and our a sub 3 is equal to 1/3. So as you notice, I use different variable, a1, a2, a3, unlike in the first video, I use abc. So it's up to you which you are going to use. So either case, it is correct. So if x is 0, I can compute for a sub 1, which is substitute values of 0 in our equation. So at this point, where the value of a1 is equal to negative 1/3. Okay, so this means we have solved the three coefficients in the numerator. So we have negative 1/3, 2, and 1/3. Okay, so therefore, our integral x plus 5 dx over x cubed minus 3x plus 2 can be computed or can be solved using the sum of these three integrals. The first one, integral of negative 1/3 dx over x minus 1. The second is the integral of 2 dx over the quantity square of x minus 1. And the last is integral of 1/3 dx x plus 2. Then we can solve for the integral of each of these terms. For the first one, we can use a simple substitution. So we just let u be equal to x minus 1. So therefore, this integral can be transformed into negative 1/3 integral of du over u. The second one, we can let v be equal to x minus 1. So we have 2 times the integral of dv over v squared. And the last one, we can use w be equal to x plus 2. So you have 1/3 times the integral of dw over w. Here, these two, the first and the last one, the formula is ln. And then for the second one, we can use the power root for anti-differentiation. In this case, the first term, its integral is negative 1/3 ln of x minus 1. The second is minus 2 over x minus 1. And the last, we have plus 1/3 ln of x plus 2 plus c. Okay, our second example. So the denominator, x to the 5 minus 4x to the 4 plus 4x cubed, can be factored into x cubed times x minus 2 quantity square. So this means we have a repeated x here thrice, and x minus 2 is also repeated twice. So here we have three components for x cubed. That means 1 for x, 1 for x squared, and 1 for x cubed, and two components for x minus 2. We have x minus 2 and x minus 2 quantity square. We can use coefficients a1, a2, a3, a4, a5 for the numerators of these fraction components. So by LCD, the combined form is your x4 plus x squared plus 16x minus 12 is equal to this. So you have a sub 1 is multiplied with x squared times x minus 2 quantity square. Your a sub 2 is multiplied with x times x minus 2 quantity square. Your a sub 3 is multiplied with x minus 1 quantity square. Your a sub 4 is multiplied with x cubed and x minus 2. And your a5 is multiplied with x cubed. So we substitute some values. If x is 0, so this means we are left with a sub 3 as the unknown variable. So we can solve for a sub 3, which is equal to negative 3. If x equals 2, we can solve for a5, and your a5 is equal to 5. Now, we substitute these values of x to form a system of equations in a1, a2, and a4. So using this system of equations, we are going to solve for a1, a2, and a4. So we can use here elimination or substitution, so whichever the case that is correct. So here, your a1 is equal to 2, your a2 is equal to 1, and your a4 is equal to negative 1. Since we have solved for the coefficients a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, so we can now substitute this into our components. Therefore, our given integral can be expressed into the integral of 2 dx over x plus the integral of dx over x squared plus the integral of negative 3 dx over x cubed plus the integral of negative dx over x minus 2 plus the integral of 5 dx over x minus 2 quantity squared. The first one can be solved by ln. The second can be solved by power rule for anti-differentiation, and also the third term. The fourth term can be solved by ln, and also the last term can be solved by power rule for anti-differentiation. So all in all, you have 2 ln absolute value of x minus 1 over x plus 3 halves times 1 over x squared, or 3 over 2x squared, minus ln of the absolute value of x minus 2 minus 5 over x minus 2 plus c.